what are the differences between education and indoctrination?
When you're speaking about education, it is something that your mind is normally open for. When education, the word education...
Welcome back to News 12 Long Island. We're going to salute a very talented Long Islander right now, Dr. Gabriel Oyibo of Dix Hills, revising Einstein's famous theory of relativity, and his new calculations has earned him a Nobel Prize nomination for physics this year. We are very pleased to have Dr. Oyibo with us. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much, Doc.
All right,
the achievement has earned him a Nobel Prize nomination. Gabriel Oyibo created the unified field theory. It's an education based in quantum physics. The theory combines the works of both Einstein and Newton. Unified field theory blends math and science to give insight into the very basis of our existence.
It turned out that people found mathematics to be one route. As you know, mathematics is a language.
Dr. Gabriel Oyibo has answers to the questions that puzzled Einstein right up until his death. He has unified the theories of electromagnetic force and gravity while incorporating quantum physics. But if you look beyond first glance, you see Dr. Oyibo's breakthrough is far more than numbers and equations.
Is the answer to the question, is it the Big Bang theory that the universe came into existence, or the Word of God, which the scripture says created the universe? And so Albert Einstein was preoccupied with how to find that solution, and he died in the process trying to find a solution. And so therefore people recognize that that must be an interesting problem. So everybody jumped on the bandwagon trying to find a solution. And what has happened is that we were able to be blessed by the Almighty God with a solution to that problem after studying his work for 35 years. Basically what we found was that the account given by the science, which is the Big Bang theory, I have a common denominator in a wave theory.
A wave theory?
Yes, because the Big Bang has a wave connotation to it in terms of the sound and the explosion. And then the Word of God is also a wave, because that's a sound wave. So basically the scriptures and science are speaking the same language.
Interesting.
Yes.
So the theory of relativity, of course, just explain that.
Yeah, the theory of relativity, was on its way to answering the total question, and it dealt with the gravity, which is a major part of this force field. There are 4 of them that are known currently: gravity, electromagnetic, strong, and the weak forces. Okay, the theory of relativity actually deals with the gravity component. Maxwell had dealt with electromagnetic. The strong and the weak is been puzzling everybody. So they want all those 4 combined, and what the equation did was to combine not just those 4, but others that may not have been found yet. The graph that you're seeing there is the unification of the 4 force fields that are known, as well as those that have not been known yet. This granified truth. So everybody has interest. It's not an issue of mathematics, physics, chemistry, or any of those stuff. It is a real question that just like a human would want to know who is his father and his mother, or her father and her mother, and who is the grandparents, and where did they all come from, and so on and so forth. So the previous generations have theorized that. One was what you call a holy book account, the holy books account. Okay? Like the Bible, the Quran, Torah, and all that. Okay? Written and unwritten. Basically says that the universe came out of the Word of God. God said, "Let there be light." And the Word of God transformed into light. So God's Word. Okay? God's Word. Okay? The second account is the Big Bang. The Big Bang. Okay? BBT, Big Bang Theory. which says that the universe came out of a big explosion, boom, and everything shot out of that big explosion. Big explosion. Big explosion. Okay? And the third one is not as popular, but came before these two. And that's the one by the ancient Africans. Okay? It says that the universe came out of the roaring water waves. Roaring water waves of none. Okay? Encapsulated in the Shabaka stone. That's by the ancient Africans. Ancient Africans. Okay? Ancient Africans. So there are these three accounts. The summary of, what Gagat has done is basically to Gagat came and through a mathematical process was able to unify these three accounts. Okay? Gagat unifies these three accounts by saying that the word of God, or God's word, was indeed the big explosion or the big bang, which actually sounded like the roaring water waves of none. So Gagat unifies these three accounts. That is from the phonetics and so on and so forth. But from the mathematical point of view, the unification factor is like the account of the roaring water waves itself, which I'm going to get into in a little bit, looks at a common denominator, common factor, common building block. And that common denominator for all these three accounts is waves. 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 God's word is a wave. Explosion, a big bang, is characterized by waves, whether it be sound waves that you hear in an explosion, which is a big part of it, or the lights and all the other various forms that come out of it. If you're a nuclear explosion, you have radiation, you have all kinds of things. Okay? So therefore, there are waves in a big bang. And certainly, the roaring water waves, it's already waves in there. So these three accounts have waves as a common denominator. So you can say that it's like those 6 men that went to see the elephants. This one saw it like a sound waves. This one saw it as other forms of waves in terms of an explosion. And certainly the ancient Africans saw it like the water waves, the roaring water waves. So there is a sincerity in all the three accounts.
I don't want to get to solutions first because we have a tendency to not study the problem at its essential. In other words, I want to do all the things I want to do and keep doing it. And if you can, please get rid of the symptoms so that I can continue to do it.
Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up for Today. I'm your host, Jerry Small. And that is Candy Staton. But there's a music from the early 70s I've been looking for some time. And the first line is, and I suspected that the title came out of it, but it eluded me for some time now. The music said, the fool has said in his heart that there is no God, but I know that God is a spirit and you must worship him in spirit and truth. It's a kind of rhythm and blues. Well, rhythm and blues, it's a black American female singing, and I thought it was Candy Staten, and it might well be Candy Staten. Anybody know that music there? The fool has said in his heart that there is no God. There is no God. But I know that God is a spirit and you must worship him in spirit and truth. Anybody know that music there? Please tell me the right title for it. And please identify the artist. Because a long time I want to play it and listen to it. And share it with my people, my generation, and share it with some of the younger people. Please send it, call and tell me, or send come tell me through your text or otherwise. Please, that music there. Now, the lady, the empress, the female, the lady, Empress Zidane, otherwise known as Ariane, who was damaged by a hit-and-run driver. Damaged by a hit-and-run driver in the Stillwell Road, Lower Long Lane, Old Stony Hill Road area. And she's in the hospital suffering major spinal damage, waiting for surgery to be performed, which costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the initial apparatus that is needed to carry it out costs $223,000. She says she raised about half of it yet, and there are other expenses to follow. I encourage people to help her with that accumulation of money that the operation can proceed. Because she's been there lying on her back in hospital for a couple of weeks now. It seemed to me a couple of weeks. Is it more than a week? It seemed at least. It'll seem about 2 weeks to me. So I don't have her number right now. I'm going to get her number before the end of the program, or if she can call, our sister Aisha can call and remind me of her number, so that anybody who wants to contribute doesn't have to go through any middle person. Don't have to go through, and don't go through any middle person. Do not go through any middle person. Call her directly and make arrangements how your contribution will reach the proper destination. So we're appealing to Sister Aisha, or Empress Zidane herself. Anyone else who has our number, I think I gave Fox our number. Fox also can send and call and remind us of that number as early as possible, so that we may avail all of who is caring and charitable towards this issue, that them can directly contact her and don't go through any middle person, and don't give any donation to anyone, but rather contact her directly and make some arrangement where the help will reach the destination, either herself or to the accounting outfit, which will either buy this apparatus or provide the university with the money, or the university hospital with the money. Please do that for me. Well, now, it's great to know that the teachers of Hampton School in St. Elizabeth, Hampton is a girls' school, very old girls' school in St. Elizabeth. And if you're calling me now, please call me later because I'm on the air. But if you're calling me to tell me Zidane number, call the station, please. But if you're calling me, please call me later, like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock and after. So, on the air now, please call and tell me Zidane number. Empress Zidane, or otherwise known as Ariane, who was hit down and damaged and in the hospital. Anyway, it's great to know that the teachers of Hampton School, a very old girls' school in St. Elizabeth, over 100 years old, and built for the landowners' girl children to be educated. I think it's start out as a church school, wasn't it? I'm not sure if it was a church school. I know Bethlehem Trent Teachers College Because the whole of Malvern, you know, up in the hills of St. Elizabeth, overlooking South St. Elizabeth, the whole of Malvern is a school town and also a health resort from in the 1800s. Plenty of people don't know that Malvern is a health resort for people from all over the world to come and recover from illness and unwellness from all over the world. But them have to have money because, well, in the early times, them would have more have to have money. But it's a place so healthy that people used to resort there from all over the world to recover their health. And it's also a school town from over 100 years ago. You have Monroe College, will start out as Beckford and not Beckford and Smith, that's a Jago man. Start out as Dickinson Trust. What the name? Something on Dickinson. I forget what the name of it originally, but it was established through some Dickinson Trust and then later called Monroe College. You have Hampton High School for girls. You have Bethlehem Teachers College. You even have a museum up there, which is an educational institution, and many other schools in the area. Many other schools in the area. From a long time, the place was famous for education and health. And lovely country living in Malvern. But it's great to know that this school, Hampton High School, which started out as a provider of education for female, well-to-do young ladies. The teachers there and the students are identifying and assisting in the Zhang Monument landmarking, the landmarking. Not only landmarking by a monument being established down in Black River, but landmarking by marking the event in the minds of people, students, citizens, visitors. And the teachers of Hampton School have been sensitizing the students there, and the students there have been able to sensitize other people, residents, neighbors, citizens, other young people, about the Zhang sacrifice. The Zhang, which was a slave capturer slip, not even slave capturer, because no slave in Africa. An African capturer ship, a pirate ship capturing Africans and carrying them and enslaving them in the Western Hemisphere. Zhang, one of those ships that for hundreds of years been in the business of pirating and capturing Africans and enslaving them. The Zhang had started out from Africa with 400 and odd Africans with them captured and enslaved at the point of the gun and the tip of a sword. And on the way, they missed them way and sailed past Jamaica, and the journey take them about 50 days. Longer than what it's supposed to take them, and water get shorter. They thought that the water would run out. So they decided to throw overboard nearly 150 Africans to save water. And them throw overboard these nearly 150 Africans, and then claim insurance, so them want back their money for the African, them would then pay for the African them, because it's an insurance loss. And then them come in a Black River with 200 other them who stay alive. And that is a disgrace that is how Europe got rich. Them say Walter Rodney wrote a book, How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. The other title for that is How Europe Get Rich. And that's how Europe get rich. Europe not superior to no one, but most people have in their minds that superior culture and superior genes make Europe and North America rich. No, a robbery at the tip of a sword and the point of a gun make them get rich. And the Zhang affair being marked especially by the work of Professor Vereen Shepherd, the National Reparation Committee, and the teachers and students of Malvern School in St. Elizabeth, and many other people, to highlight the broad issue of reparation to the Africans from Europe for the greatest crime in the history of humanity and in the history of life. Greatest crime against life and against humanity. The pirating of the African people over 500 years, which still continue, by Europe, assisted by some Africans and people of all other races. Yeah, it's great to know that the teachers of Hampton High School going on with this work. By the way, we celebrate the recovery of live music in Jamaica, and Blue Essence, that entertainment or that refreshment center in the King's Plaza, which had to move their activities to Countryside for some time now, Countryside and Eastwood Park Road. Blue Essence seems to be back not only on Tuesdays but also on Fridays, because I hear being advertised under the name now Jacob's Place, having a Friday night entertainment, and the subtitle is Guess Who Is Coming to Entertain. So they don't have a name how to entertain, but guess who is coming to entertain, and Jacob Place feature good fish, providing of good fish food, and other seafood and other food. So another the live recovery of that live scene. Also, that this evening they bring back, or it's tomorrow, from in the morning here, bounce about and different entertainment for children in the Papine area at the back gate of Hope Gardens, which is also the back gate of UTech. Juba Lion and friends will present and bring back the love with a whole heap of artists later on, but today in the day is in entertainment and bringing back the love for the children in Papine. Later Harris and the Major Macrelaya Blaze, Dexter Malawi and Juba Lion and the Rhythm Pure. So remember that. And there's some other things. Where are they? By the way, one of our brethren, Delroy, when him call him, always start out him conversation and straight up saying, "Yearly, he's having a round robin on the 2nd of January. That's a couple of weeks time, but I tell you from now, it's a Jerk Terrace Lawn in Dunby Holding, St. Catherine. Dunby Holding is one of the oldest part of the Portmore era. Dunby Holding exists from during the enslavement of the African people, and when a like a partial liberation did come in 1834, some of the African them out in the Bernard Lodge area, Dunby Holding, them name over there so Dunby Holding, because them say them Dunby Holding to white people and slave master. In other words, them no bow and them no response, them no under the domination and capturing a slave master again. So that's how the place get the name Dunby Holding. So our brethren name Delroy, otherwise known as Eli, and they tax the people, and the people in Spanish Town know him as Headback, otherwise Muta Baruka. In him taxi work. Keeping a round robin on the 2nd of January, which day of the week is a Saturday. It's quite some time, but you can plan for it at the Jerk Terrace Lawn in Dunby in St. Catherine. And I meet up some brethren yesterday in the Patrick City. What the place and name again? I think of Patrick City, Patrick City, I think it is. Where is it? Most of them recently come from America. Some of them get all deported too. Where is their information? I think it is this. Yeah. One named George Telfer. This is a different one. Yeah, man. George Telfer, otherwise, and not all of them are deported. Sorry about that. George Telfer, otherwise known as Chun. The trucker from 7. No, this is a different one. Trucker from 7 miles. Buck him up yesterday. George Telfer, otherwise known as Chun, trucker from 7 miles. And then Philip from Duane Park. And also a lady was running the establishment, the Alcohol Refreshment Center. Claudia from Waterford, otherwise known as Chupsy. And Carlos is an artist who come back from America forcibly. And we're going to play a little piece of music now. No more Cup of Abomination. We are hear them. There's some more things to say. Can we hear a little piece? Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to play it after the break. Come back after the break and play one of Carlos, piece of Carlos music. And remember that we're going to ask some questions so that you can win a ticket to the next Panderia Grande party, December 27th, the last one for the year. Meritone playing out at St. Margaret's Bay, Panderia Grande. Lovely scene, lovely music, and lovely group of people. So we're going to have some questions and you win some ticket. And we have some questions also for Sound the Alarm, December 31st at Dintel Sports Complex. Ibamar and brethren I put on that concert, and we have some tickets to them too. But later on, let's go for a break, straight up. I just want to yell up a couple of days now. The North Coast time come on and never. About 2 days now it come on and never even get to highlight it. North Coast time as usual. Thank you very much for Franklin Knight and his outfit. Not hearing from Ben Brody on the news lately. But the North Coast time keeping people up to date with articles about the young mother who didn't want to go in a bike party. Then she died in a crash. And a St. Mary teacher, a male St. Mary teacher, caught with a 14-year-old student in a sexual play. And 2 charged in the Lime Hall mystery where 4 people, including a little boy and some elders and different people, killed in a burnout house. As usual, unfortunate events lead in the news and the sales in newspapers and in evening radio. But another feature on Highgate, other things that people want for Highgate, and many other interesting things in the North Coast Times. Many other things. Port Maria Gospel Chapel Basic School, Fab 5 St. Anne parties, and many other things. All right. ISIS, article by attorney Linton Gordon, one of the attorneys featured in the Tivoli Inquiry, writing about ISIS, Christians, and the war for God, and so on. North Coast Times. We have some phone calls. Can we get to the phone calls? Later on we'll get back to the questions for the tickets today. Sound the alarm and today. Rio Grande party, 27th of December is Sunday, and for the Rio Grande party on 31st of December, All Year's Day going into New Year's Day.
Hello?
In Linstead, sound the alarm. Yes, morning, sir.
Morning, brother.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
I get about Bongo, right?
Yes, sir.
When we were about, that's about 6, you know. My uncle was living over there, you know, and his first child, named Banza, one girl child.
Yeah.
And Miss Naipan, you know, I heard that him, Madonna and she and some more children.
Yeah.
But they went to West Road over there, and I don't can't find a girl.
They went to do what?
The mother and son had the ladies.
Yeah.
Went to West Road, one pan down there, you know.
A big pan, yes.
Yeah. So me know choose, since me turn bigger one time, I go over there to some lumber for man.
Yes.
And I see the pan, so I stop on me with the admire, you know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, man, me say, you can't find a girl. Yeah, one time I see her, she come up for me, and me, we could spend time with me.
Yeah.
I find that me, I see her again. Yeah, man, that's the crocodile alligator was something you are with.
Yes, crocodile, yeah.
That's there go. Anyway, that's my piece, right?
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
All the best.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Yes, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jerry.
Yes, sir, welcome.
Have you got the number?
Give me the number that you have, Mr. Falk. I can see if it's right.
2933855.
All right, that's for Ariane or Zidane, the lady in hospital.
Yeah, that is one in the hospital.
Zidane number, that if people want to make some contributions, and plenty of people want to make, they can make it directly to her, making the contact by phone. Don't give no money to nobody, but contact the lady herself at this number. What?
2933855.
2933855. 855. Is that the number that we have, that we just got?
Yes.
No,
That's the number
I'm talking to my producer. Yeah, that's the same number.
All right, I have a little issue. Look here.
Yes,
I
sir.
hear Jamaican for Justice is asking the Minister of National Security to investigate the beating and abuse and the taking away of things that belong to the prisoner.
Our prisoners, yes.
Yes, but does the Minister of National Security have any respect for people, although they might commit their crime?
Are you asking Jamaican for justice that?
No.
Who?
No.
We asking?
I'm asking a question.
Who you asking? Who you asking?
I'm asking the whole Jamaica, they believe this national security people and care.
Yes, and you have a number where you want people to respond to that question to you?
No, they don't have to respond. They can call or respond whether they like or they don't like.
Who they can call?
They can call any program and ask the same question whether and answer it.
Well, I second you in that people are realizing that physical beating is not a good way to bring up human beings, and mostly focusing on children. And I am saying, like probably you and Jamaican for Justice, the beating of children, if it is to be effective, the beating of adults in prison also have to stop as a punishment, and the beating of adults in jail, in custody of police, or on the street before them go jail, or them yard, or anywhere, the beating of people by police have to stop. If the beating of children If the stopping of the beating of children is to be effective, the beating of adults also have to stop.
It must, because a man is in custody. What right do you have to really beat him? He's not his mother, he's not his father. The man is painting crime.
Yeah,
and that's why you see people carry so much revenge when them come out because of the treatment that they get from warders inside the prison.
Yeah, they are paying for their offense, and some of them even before they have been identified as an offender, definitely by trial and conviction, they are being beaten even before any offense is established. They are being
and it's not right. It's not right.
Yes, and the government and the ministers and the parties, they sit well with these things.
Yeah.
Because you don't hear them leading any protest against the abuse of human rights.
No. Because when we speak now, yes, we are different prisoner, man who commit serious crime. You commit a serious crime, you are paying for your crime.
Not only that, you hear accusation against institutions like Jamaicans for Justice that them only defend gunmen and criminal, and when anything happen to police, them now ball out. Hear this now.
It's like them.
Would you allow me? Hold on, sorry. I don't really want to ball out that way, so will you allow me? But I never finished talk. I said hear this now, so I have something.
Yeah, change, man, change.
Then I'm good to change.
Okay,
not only change, but wash the clothes that we take off.
Alright, because okay, the further.
Yes, man. So you make a fly. You throw it. You want to come throw the baby. I make a fly out of me. Me wash off the thoughts. I know I don't remember which part I put it.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the Jamaican for justice issue and
they always accusing people like Jamaican for justice. Them are defend criminal all the while. Them not defend police when police get hurt. The police force is an institution that was set up for oppression originally in 1867. But since independence, the government and the political parties claim that they realize that it must be that instrument, it must serve the public. They only claim that, but they don't mean it. And they don't want to change the police force that it's supposed to be a human rights organization. Government itself, modern government, and I talk about medieval government and ancient government. Modern government itself supposed to be the main institution of human rights, and one of the main agencies of that human rights government supposed to be the police force, so that when police are paid to protect the people and abuse people, it is a double offense. So therefore, when citizens' rights are defended by organizations like Jamaican for Justice, that don't mean that they are against police, or that every time a police gets injured, that don't mean that these organizations have to jump up and proclaim it. We are proclaiming the abuse against undefended people. The police are not only paid to do what them do, but them have arms and vehicles to protect themselves. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Next one, please. Good morning.
Morning, Jerry.
Welcome, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How's it with you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, I was listening to the Fresh Start.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to hear that somebody that originated in Austria grew up there.
Yeah.
Embracing the usage of our common language.
Embracing Jamaica patois.
And using it.
Yeah.
You know. And in the meantime, it would seem that we don't know what value it has.
You don't know what value it has?
I do. Most of us then.
Then why?
Are those who should address these matters, are who in stewardship to address these matters, to point the way and carry it forward.
When it suit them, they know, they use it when it suit them, and when visitors come in here like Obama, they carry him one side and coach him how to use it.
Classic. Anyhow, I just want to put it on board that really, if we're serious about ourselves, we have to get engaged with the language, and we should be at least in this country be at least trilingual.
Yeah, man.
Standard English, Spanish, and the Jamaican patois.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
All of it can work well for us
to do what we have to do in other areas.
Yeah, man.
Not segregating and denigrating any type.
Yeah,
Now, for those of us who travel and you go into other countries, whatever language you speak, as you move out into other geographical areas in the country, you come across dialect.
Yes, man.
Dialect.
Yeah, man.
And you have to listen good, and you have to be on a little while to follow what is being said or communicated.
Yes, and the word dialect and the meaning dialect and the value dialect is related to dialogue.
Yeah.
People talking, more than one person talking with each other. Dialogue. Thank you very much. Yes, sir?
Yes.
Let's go for a break.
Those who are here, let them open it and hear.
And who have more to must speak part of. Thank you very much. Good morning.
So give thanks to all the listeners and all, yeah, Rastafari.
This is Rasai.
Yes, man, give thanks.
Yes, I from just as it's almost simultaneously as we got the news that the public defender finally deliver, and we're glad for her to deliver it, the work, accumulated work of ourselves, Mukulo, Earl Witter, and Mr. Hamilton, who was involved from a long time. Howard Hamilton.
Man. And I'd like to just put one name in that mix, one of the orchestrators to bring Coral Garden to the fore, Ras Ice J. Jr. man.
Ice J, yes, man. For years in front line, that thing.
Years, and then all others who come in succession leading up to the Benevolent Society, Ras IAV as one of the chair before it became a Benevolent Society. So for all ones, now being the other guys, out of a cloud of smoke of sacrament and drums and chant, this whole Coral Garden thing was always remembered, and one realized that, yeah man, it's time government just acknowledge the wrong and pay some recompense. So it's in order. We give thanks to all a woman to come seal it up, because you know the mother them always have a caring inspiration, you know. So we thanks it happen with a female.
And speaking of that, also our professor lady who made the documentary, what's her name again? Our Jamaican professor who is abroad, who been for years been making the documentary. You remember? Deborah, yeah man, Professor Deborah Thomas. Yeah.
Yes man, we have to give credit to people who, not Rastafari, not African, but decide that an atrocity was done, and she would like to highlight that. So we give thanks. And we give thanks for that kind of positive vibes of Ice J, who did look beyond color, as His Majesty would have done, and decided that, a documentary to highlight the atrocities globally is important, you know. We see it on CVM and we see it on TVG, and for the first time Coral Garden became a topic on everybody's lips and the ears of everyone, you know.
Yes, and Sister Deborah Thomas, apart from being a Jamaican citizen and of European stock, she have been plenty African blood in her too. And,
yes, man, we have seen it.
And significantly,
and as His Majesty said, where there is African blood, there is a basis for greater unity.
Yeah, man, and significantly, I was just coming to His Majesty's word, at the very same year when the Coral Gardens thing going, later that year and partly instructed and illuminated by the Coral Gardens incident, His Majesty made this speech about what life has taught me. That same year.
The question of racial discrimination.
Yes, the same year.
Yes, sir.
And His Majesty...
And His Majesty said that speech was typed for him by a Jamaican lady.
Yes. And Una Marson herself, a Jamaican.
Exactly.
Me used to live beside her, and she used to school me in a certain thing. She and my old man grew up from teenage days. She was His Majesty's secretary in London.
Exactly, and she typed that speech for His Majesty. Yeah. So great work, great combination.
Yeah. And the speech at the League of Nations about
international morality and
she typed
justice and aggression.
Yeah. Now, as Ras Cody called me today and pointed out that you were making some relevant comments, that not only, primarily, first and foremost, the people in St. James, the Rastafari brethren, the African people in St. James, male and female, who suffered this great atrocity. And then it spread like a flame right around the island by Bustamante flying down there with him cabinet. The people down there primarily, of course, you know, is a prime target. But it led, as Cody, tell me that you point out, it applies to the whole
entire island.
Yes, go on.
You know, just to strengthen that, you know, the elders would tell you that not only did Bustamante fly down, but him come down like Billy the Kid with 2 guns.
Yes, strapping him waist.
Yes, and say right now, if they lock up and Barnett Street can't hold the rest of them, then the cemetery of Bogill big enough, it will hold them. So that was advocating genocide upon innocent people.
Yeah.
Because if something started with a little nucleus, deal with a nucleus, you don't look for every man who sported a beard. Because if you wasn't a professor at the university and had a beard, you know so you must a Rasta or have some Rasta inclination.
Yeah.
So every man who did have a beard was hunted down, and the daughters, them in them head wrap and tall skirt, as one sister said. She stand up and look when them are bringing the Rasta, and the police say, where you are there, you have to go over there and join them.
Yeah.
Once her skirt is long and her head covered looking royal as a Rasta empress, you too was hunted and persecuted. Bongo Isaac will tell you he's one of the victims. He must a journey from St. James to St. Elizabeth, and when he reached St. Elizabeth, the common people attacked him. So this whole thing never just have to do with St. James. John Maxwell, our former journalist, explained that there was a Rasta man in St. Thomas just come down out of the hills to sell him food stuff. And then I look like a thing to go back at hills, and a police meet him in the town. As the Rasta, you know, here we're going to Carol Dutton. And the Rasta man sent Carol, who? That Rasta man probably never even no place named Carol God. So he said, Carol who? And the policeman said, we are going like, you know, hear me ask you, you know, hear where the Rasta I do down a Carol garden. And he must say, no, me not really know. He said, the officer take a baton and lick the Rasta man in a mouth. Every frontal teeth the Rasta man had drop out, bloody, lips swell like a balloon instantaneously. It got far as out in Trelawney, Portland, and I mean this atrocity is island-wide. Because remember the Rastas in Kingston did have to threaten so them will light the gas plant out on the industrial terrace.
Yeah.
If this atrocity continue.
May I say that I visited out there. I was 15-year-old in July 1963 because my father them get the case for trial when them charge him for murder. And my old man who earlier the year before when 3 years later the year when his mother come, my old man started make me know of him like a youthful experience and when him used to smoke and when him lived downtown. Him grew up downtown in a black street and them place there. And he show me say, no, you alone know about ganja smoking. What he said is that the government was determined to put up the sentence on ganja, and he knew of the plan of it, but he was opposed to it because he was saying that he knows ganja no mad people.
Alright.
And the next thing is I want to give credit, you know you are closely associated, that out of the government, he was not in government all the time, but he has been in that party for some time, and he has shown an exemplary risking of his own political career. Mike Henry has consistently take the stand along with the Rastafari and along with reparations and many other things. We have to give him credit for that.
Of course. Give credit where credit is due. And as we said, this Coral Garden thing set the tone now for persecution, not just island-wide, but cross-Caribbean, because it had a rippling effect. Because as the races emerge in the 70s now, the same kind of persecution that was carried out in Jamaica start happen in these islands. So Jamaica really set the tone for a persecution that had a rippling effect. So out of Coral Garden, I mean, these other islands can talk about their compensation too. We have brethren in St. Vincent that tell me, say, bazooka, cut through them tabernacle from a St. Vincent regime. Remember, even in Dominica, the Dread Act, and that Dread Act is still on the law books. Them not remove it up until now. Any person classified with that kind of dreadlocks look there, and them considered hippie type look, was hunted and persecuted in Dominica.
All right, let me say this, because we have to go have you back here and we have a longer time. But hear this now. Bustamante himself had shown his colors from the time of from before 54 with Pinnacle till him climax it in 54, mashing down Pinnacle, Bustamante himself. And not only that, in the more modern time in April 62, after him win the election, The technical mission was sent to Ethiopia because His Majesty said, if you are really serious, send a technical mission. After the 61 mission, His Majesty said, if you people are serious, send a technical mission, let us get down to some plans. And they sent a technical mission with Rex Netford as a sociologist. They sent an agricultural expert, Adrian Foreman, who was head of Hope Gardens, and that's why later he was sent back there as ambassador to Ethiopia. But it's because he went on the technical mission in 62 as an agricultural expert, because His Majesty said he wants some agricultural expert. So Rex Netford went as a sociologist, Foreman went as a agricultural man, a man named Mr. Arthur Carney from the United Nations, a Jamaican, went and they went and made some plans with His Majesty and returned to Jamaica April 62. Same time Buster win the election, and one of the first statements he make is that not one penny of my government will be spent on this technical mission advice to repatriate Rasta. And later that year after, and that was April 62, by April 63 he had carried out the Carl Gardens thing, and later that year he declared himself, so I am a no-nonsense Prime Minister. It's not Sheriff first it said, you know. It's Buster did court Sheriff, he said, I am a no-nonsense Prime Minister. But thank you very much, Rasai.
Well, give thanks, Jerry. Continue the historic classroom, because you have it on the tip of the tongue, and I'm sure a lot benefited from your kind of historic.
Well, I believe it would benefit if you would have joined in the middle ground, a compound there, because you're a business-like person. I think you would have some input that people would need.
Which date is that?
The 26th of December is really Asta Black proposed a business conference amongst Rastafari and Africans. And in middle ground in a compound, we would bring alive more than one bird. Not kill two birds at once, so bring alive more than one bird, because we have some links to make back with the indigenous communities. So that is middle ground in 26th of the Boxing Day. And it's just
well, I'm going to ask after, because whoever listening, just give him a call and see where we can take it from there, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Give thanks, give the invite. Love and blessing, Rastafari.
Yes, sir, Rastafari.
Good morning. With your 10 o'clock headlines here on News Talk 93 FM, I'm Shanice Brown. The police say they are now investigating a possible murder-suicide which occurred about 6:15 p.m. yesterday in Linstead, St. Catherine. The persons have been identified as 33-year-old Verona Clark of Church Street, Ewaton, and 35-year-old Sydney Brown, security guard of Bogwalk, both in St. Catherine. Reports are that Brown and Clark, who is his child's mother, had a dispute when it is alleged that Brown pulled a firearm and opened fire at Clark. He then reportedly shot himself. Both died on the spot. The police say the matter is still under investigation. The Jamaica Constabulary Force under the Get the Guns campaign have resulted in yet another seizure of a submachine firearm along with several rounds of ammunition. Reports are that at about 10:30 a.m. members of the police team were patrolling along the Grand Spend Main Road in St. Thomas when they signaled the driver of a Pajero motor vehicle to stop. Police say the driver did not comply and tried to elude the lawmen by diverting onto Fish House Lane in the community. The lawmen pursued the vehicle and the driver drove the vehicle about 300 meters into the sea. The occupants of the vehicle were subsequently taken into custody by the police. A search of the vehicle yielded a bag containing the firearm and 16 rounds of ammunition. The identities of the men are being withheld to facilitate the investigations. A legal challenge to stop the release of the teenage convict of the 2012 Delhi gang rape has been unsuccessful. The petitioner, who is a politician, requested the Delhi High Court to stop his release, which is due on Sunday. The teenager, who cannot be named as he was a minor at the time of the crime, was sentenced to 3 years in a reform facility in August 2013, which is the maximum term possible for a juvenile. The rape and the subsequent death of the woman had caused global outrage. And those were your 10 o'clock headlines. News next at 11. I'm Shanice Brown.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, when the roll is called out, I'll be standing taller to face the darkest and the hardest of times.
The 1st of December 2011, our first anniversary.
I say, I hear people talking about congratulations.
Yes.
But I don't know if it is personal or what have you. So congratulations, and I hope the good Lord may bless and keep all of you people and the station from generation to generation.
Yes.
To be fearful to you
Yes.
and truthful.
Yes.
Between Mr. the one who step out of the parliament at all times.
Who that?
And Mr. Warmington in name. Let me tell you something. When a person is what you call it, well clear, you know, them face it tell them dark.
I'd like you to give me the privilege to announce a female Shih Tzu poodle dog we missed last night.
Poodle dog, right?
Yeah, his name is Cutie, Ancestor Cutie.
What is his wife's name?
Hello?
What is his wife's name?
What is his name?
His wife, the female one name.
No, it's just a female dog.
Oh, and his...
I have black eyes, black.
You have black eye or Cutie have black eye?
Yeah, she's a Shih Tzu.
When you say black eye, she wasn't hitting the eye? It's not...
No. Hello?
You cut the toenail them?
Yes, because she was to go to get her groom today and she gone missing last night.
The bridegroom run away? Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Come on.
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Look here, how am I, man?
What?
All right, go ahead.
Tell me I don't know.
How much time you have a vote for the day?
No, man. Me hear a man say, but talking about revolution.
Yeah.
But I am telling him, don't go that way.
I not trust you would not go and do it.
So all the very best to you, and keep going. We love you.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, first year of Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Straight Up, 9 to midday, weekday.
You can call me by my name. I am ready to roll.
That is how it go. But we have Lombard in the studio. We're going to talk to him for a few minutes. And we have another very special guest here. Let's take a couple calls here, Lombard. And we have some text messages too. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
All right.
Yes, sir, Neville.
How you do?
Fine, thank you.
Now listen to this now. Now the first time I just said up on the station, someone called in and said no wrong.
Yeah.
The speaker still I say.
Yes.
A Jamaican write it.
Una Marston helped him. Yes, yes.
All right. Now.
I think, look here, it is primarily the speech at the League of Nations.
All right.
That Una Marston thing pertain to.
And is a Jamaican.
Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. Una Marston.
You know her personally.
Yeah, man, she grew up with me one man from teenage days, and she live beside me.
Just you know. Daddy, you to that king's son.
Who that?
Your father is that king's son.
Yes, I'm born and grew up Black Street down in a Brownstone, opposite Windward Road.
Did they have retirement road?
Yes, sir, you know it.
Hello.
Retirement Crescent.
Just easy enough.
Yeah. Number 9 here.
Hold on now. Edward say I got the dark hand lane.
Yes, yes.
Hello?
Yes, yes. And he used to live in Vineyard Town too when my youth I grew up.
Just easy enough. Now, hold on now, Jerry. The more we listen and the more we learn, is the better for me.
True.
The Rastaman, me not a Rastaman as such. You understand me?
Yeah.
But listen, the march is on. The march is on.
Yes, sir, yes it is.
All over the world.
Forward march.
You better believe that. Because Derek Morgan never know when they are sing when they sing forward march.
Yes, sir.
You alright, Jerry?
Much so.
Okay.
Thank you very
much. Let me
ask
you this now.
Yeah.
If a tiger pregnant a lion, where the offspring name?
Them call it Ligon. It happened a couple times and them call it Ligon.
And if you tell the average person that said that could have, and by the way, a lion is a male, a lioness. Wrong or right?
Lion is the male.
Lioness is the female.
Yes.
So the tiger can pregnate the lion.
I believe it can go both ways, you know. If the lion can catch a tiger by the tail.
Alright. You alright, Jerry?
Yes, very much so.
Happy holiday.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Easy.
Yes, sir. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Hello, good morning. It's my turn now?
Yes, ma'am. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Small. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Well, I'm a regular listener to the program, but I hardly call, but I listen.
Yeah, what part of Jamaica?
I'm in Constant Spring area.
Constant Spring, good.
Yes.
And what I'm calling to talk about this morning is Wilson.
Yes, yes.
Because I hear Wilson on a program yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Bashing you and cussing you and calling you the Rasta guy.
Yes.
And cussing you, talking you, you disrespect people and you this and you that, and I don't like them something there, Mr. Small.
Wilson is not well, you know.
Because what I'm saying, Mr. Small,
Yes.
if you don't want to hear the person, Mr. Perkins always say, there's a little button on the radio.
Yes, yes.
All you need to do is turn it off.
Yes.
And I don't like when Wilson go around like that and bash you and cuss you, and when you don't come back on the program and like, you laugh.
Yes, yes, yes. But Justin Hines did sing a music about him, you know. And Buster thought it was him Justin Hines was singing about. And ban it off of the radio. The second music ban off of the radio after independence.
Yes.
The first music we ban off of the radio after independence is Blackhead Chinaman by Prince Buster. Because them say it not agree with them out of many one. So them now make it play up on the radio. Okay. Then the next year now, Justin Hines was prophesying about Wilson and him make a music named Cargo Bring Come.
He cannot come call you the Rasta guy. Come on, man.
That don't hurt me, no. That don't hurt me.
You don't know how it hurt me, you know.
Yeah.
You don't like it, man, because if you don't want to hear the program, don't listen.
So it was on another station?
Yes.
So how did the topic come up?
You just start to compare how that horse was so nice and so good and in a stand like a you, yes, and this and that and then something there.
Yes, yes. But I have a new promo. I just released it today, and Wilson sent it, you know. But I played after a lady who did call and ask us to announce that our Shih Tzu dog is missing.
Yes.
So why I play Wilson after that is because the Burchell Whiteman family dog went missing one time. And they put out a person of interest warning about Wilson.
Okay.
So he eloped with the Whiteman dog. But thank you very much here, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Tomorrow, you take care, and I will continue listening, yes, sir?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm not vexed with Wilson, because those words can't hurt, really.
Yes, I know, but sure,
when I growing up in there, we're vexed, but when you get like more mature, you know, I'm thinking that trouble too much.
All right.
Well, and then, no, I'm not a saint, though, you know, that don't mean I'm a saint.
No.
Thank you very much.
All right.
One more, please. Good morning. Welcome. Straight up, hello.
Jerry?
Welcome.
Morning, sir.
How are you doing?
You keep on saying that it was Adrian Foreman was one of the people in the delegation to Africa, to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Adrian, you know. I think it's R.A. Foreman, the director of agriculture.
I think it's Aston. Yes, you're so right. I know Adrian from your little boy in Brownstone. He was an insurance man later. And he's related to the Biles family, I believe.
Yeah.
And you're quite right. Thank you very much for the correction. I think it's Aston Foreman.
Aston, yes, Master Jerry.
Thank you very much for that.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much, yes, sir. That's so good when people can catch you up. Next call, please. Next one. That's it? Okay, thank you very much. Well, welcome to the studio, artist here, Lambada. Wagwan.
Yeah, I'm there live and direct.
Yeah, man.
Give thanks for having me on the program.
Yeah, man. It's some time we've been meaning to give you some time because you make a new release there.
Yeah, man. We have a new tune named Conference Table. We plan to release it out for the January.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about directing certain factors to the leaders of the world, you know.
Yes. Conference Table. Yeah. One time there was a music named "There Will Be No Peace Until God Is Seated at the Conference Table." You know about that music there?
Yeah, man. You kind of get it off of that hook there. I think that tune was done by the Shy Lights, you know, back in the days there. Yeah, something similar to it, you know, same kind of message.
Yeah, man. So I think we have it here, Conference Table. Tell me a little about it. All right, you told me about it. You grew up in the Papine area?
Yeah, man. I come up from the Papine area, St. Andrew. Yeah, down by Elsa Flats here, you know.
Yeah, man. And I live down there 81. You did born yet?
Yeah, man. I born long time.
Come in know me always buck up down a bats, our front-end expert and all them way.
But I move on sounds like Black Star, you know?
Yeah.
The major, yeah.
London. What London thing the name?
London Travelers Sound.
Travelers, yeah. Wicked.
Yeah. Marvin Chin and the crew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that time Redman. You know Redman?
Yeah,
Brigadier Jerry.
Yeah, man, Brigadier Jerry, brother.
The whole of the Brigadier Jerry family.
Yes, sir.
Jeremiah Russell. Father name, son?
Nancy. Yeah.
Sister Nancy, the sister. Yeah. And Jeremiah Russell, that's her father. Him, them learn all of them 9-night song from me. I wonder if you realize how much of the Brigadier Jerry music having nine-night lyrics and philosophy.
True, all
one body one of the yard. You know, say 9-night people always sing about the person who died. And them in the yard they sing 9-night and them sing about the one of the yard. Yes. Anyway, your region have a long tradition of music because from a little boy, the big sound them always come down the whole tavern come play.
Yeah.
Come like country them time, you know.
True that, man.
Coxon and all of them sound.
Yeah.
Tom the Great Sebastian.
Yeah.
So now you grow when I leave at 81, you how old you were them time then?
Them time them around 10, 11.
Eh?
Yeah, man. Just going on high school.
So you look younger now. You look younger now.
I'm like Mother Nature, you know?
Yeah,
how old you get, yeah. When you were young.
Yeah,
man. Sure.
All right now. Can we like other music there, please?
So I hear it to Lambada, the fire burning, it's hotter and hotter. I want to listen up, open up your ears. Check in that one, yeah. Oh, stop nations, yeah. There will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is seated at that conference table. There will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is greeted and Jay is seated. United Nations, G20, NATO, it's a fleeting illusion you see. Came from the past with their same old games, killing off the sheep whilst the slap foxes released. Oh no, there will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is seated at that conference table. There will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is greeted and Jay is seated. They're saying hell's low, I'm saying heaven's high. Black snail in the box, white's in the outside. Heavenly food for earthly beings, still $1 just can't be seen. Oh no, there will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is seated at that conference table. There will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is seated at that conference table. Ain't no rhyme, Jack gave you reasons. When will they ever stop? Whoa, yeah. Even till this very day, blood stains still on rocks. Rains can't wash them away, no. We use the truth to free the people. You want them in your captivity with trichology. I hear your roaring thunder, see its lightning strike. Just science works for we. Hey, there will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is seated at that conference table.
Yes, thank you very much. But I tell you the truth, Lambert, I like it, I tell you. Not because you're here, I like it.
Yeah, many people tell me they don't like it, you know?
Yeah.
I hope enough people go
and it have a sound of a guy named Fields, what's his name? Something like that Fields, man. Always do some kind of talking, a black American kind of comedian.
Sure.
Do some talking. And I'm tell you about ain't no if it ain't one thing is another. What's name again?
Yeah, I don't quite remember the name, but
something other field.
Yeah.
Well, I like it. Where recorded?
Down by Caveman Studios,
Oh yeah.
Caveman assisting at the production.
On Mountain View?
No, down by the Skateland, down by Winward Road now.
Yeah, don't remember bottom of Mountain. That's what I mean. Yeah, man.
Keep some Abagada Wednesday show more time we don't perform.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I really like it. All right. And I'm glad I play it and have you for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm glad Jamaica people and the world get a year to it for know.
When is the next time?
There, you know?
All right. When is the next time you're going to perform in public?
Well, we're supposed to have a show out at Danvers Pen this coming weekend.
St. Thomas?
Yes, out of St. Thomas.
Yeah, where? Which part of Danvers Pen?
I don't remember the player, but if I come in Danvers Pen, I have to.
Which day of the week?
Also Friday night, tonight,
Tonight?
Yeah.
You're singing the tracks or them have?
It's not live music, I just tracks.
Yeah, man, that's good. Anytime you go and perform again, especially with a band, you can come back and tell you and
sometimes we move on with the Yard family.
China, okay.
Bless them up,
All right, thank you very much. Don't leave it, because I want to take 2 photos with you and them ladies there.
Yeah, man. Bless up Jamaica once more time.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. We have here now, we have 4 minutes to the break, but in the meantime, I'm going to introduce our very special guest here today, introduced to me by my sister-in-law, Yolande Lloyd, otherwise Yolande Small. And she's a person who has a yoga center, which we're looking forward to visiting and to experiencing the yoga experience. What is the name? Bikram
Yoga Jamaica.
Bikram, yes, Mike. Bikram Yoga Jamaica.
Bikram Yoga.
Yeah, that's great.
Jamaica.
That's the voice of Victoria Rowell.
105 degrees. I do it almost every day, and I don't leave Kingston unless I visit Yolande at her big state-of-the-art, world-class Bikram Yoga Jamaica studio. I'm telling you, people, it is the place to go. And if you're not experiencing it, then you're not living life completely.
Yeah. That is the voice of Miss Victoria Rowell. And when I saw her coming in a while ago, it seemed like I'd met her before. You have a music named Where Are When by Oscar Brown Jr. I want to play a little piece of it because it seemed like I met her before. And then I remembered that Yolande told me that she was a sometime star of Young and Restless.
That would be correct, Mr. Robin Jerry Small.
Yes.
That would be correct as we sit here in the lovely News Talk 93 FM.
Yes.
I played Drusilla.
Yes.
And I'm here for a movie screening as an anchoring aspect for a toy drive at Edna Manley College Saturday at 6 p.m. Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. And Victoria Rowell is a Marcus Garvey Bridge Builder awardee for her. In other words, she was awarded a Bridge Builder Award under the auspices of Marcus Garvey for her community. Which community? Community service internationally.
Yes.
Yeah, the international community.
India, Russia, throughout the Caribbean, Africa, Abidjan in particular.
Yeah. That's what's formerly known as the Ivory Coast.
Correct, Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah, the French part of Africa, a part of Africa that the French seized and squeeze and wring it dry.
Yes, well, we will talk. We can talk about many parts of the world that were colonized, but the purpose for my visit is for the children. I spent 18 years in foster care in the States.
Did?
Yes, and I've never left that community. I've always felt very grateful to the people who stepped up, of not my own blood, but people who stepped up to the plate and used their own resources and sacrifice so that I could have the opportunity and access to education, access to make decisions in my life. And so I've just simply pay it forward as it was paid forward to me. And so hence I am here. I use the platform of entertainment to help other children. And so I'm very grateful to Principal Nicolene DeGrasse over at Edna Manley College. Visual and Performing Arts will be in the Vera Moore Auditorium Saturday night. It's free to the public. The suggested ask
in the
Vera Moore Auditorium.
Vera Moore.
The
auditorium is named that way.
It's and I'll look up the exact spelling, but
not Vera Moody though.
I will look up the exact studio, but we will be on the Edna Manley campus.
Yes, yes.
The theater has 300 seats. And forgive me if I misspoke with the name.
No, it's my mistake, I think.
And we will be there. We ask everyone to bring a toy, unwrapped toys 0 to 18, because the toys will be dispersed to youth, either Glen Hope, Maxfield Park. We've got the SOS Village. We've got the hospitals.
Yeah. So you're not requesting or demanding any money.
No money. This is free to the public.
You just bring a toy.
And even if you can't bring a toy, bring yourself.
Yeah, bring a toy, whether used or new.
Well, we'd prefer new, because for the integrity, you know, we're sensitive as children when we're in homes.
Yes, yes.
And we get a lot
you don't want them to
we already get a lot of used things.
Yeah, you don't want them to have the feeling of hand-me-downs and so on.
We want something new as a child in care.
Yes.
I'm sensitive to that, having experienced that.
I'm glad that you pointed
We're grateful for the used things,
Yeah.
but when we can, we must. We must step up to the plate. And personally, I must say that being an artist comes with a responsibility to give back, not just for personal fulfillment, but sharing something meaningful with an audience. And this goes to the community, rich, poor, privileged, underprivileged. We all have to do something. There are 5,000 children on the island of Jamaica in need of a home. There are children dying, and we must do something. I have a personal attachment to Jamaica, and it means a lot to me to be able to be here with the Edna Manley College.
All right. Now, just before I get further, was it your first 10 years that you spent, earliest 10, or like from 2 to 12?
From 16 days old until I was 18, which is the age that a child typically emancipates out of foster care. But I was fortunate with my guardians to get into classical ballet and study with American Ballet Theater and dance professionally before going to Hollywood. But no matter what, even in this Christmas movie that we're screening for free, A Baby for Christmas, for Up Television.
That's the name of the movie, A Baby
for Christmas. We had 1.6 million people watch the movie last Sunday, and it includes, I'm an executive producer on the movie, it includes an orphanage, the oldest orphanage in the United States, 125 years old. So it has a message. We get sort of lost in Christmas. Christmas is a fun and joyous time, but not for all. And it's not only about the gifts and self, but it is also to exercise being selfless. And speaking of being selfless, if I may, I want to thank American Airlines for getting me here, and the Issa family. They sponsored me at the Spanish Court Hotel. I want to thank Bikram Yoga, Jamaica Couples Resorts, and Surrey Paving. Without community, we really can't make a difference.
Yeah, and there's the so-called demographic community population. There's business community.
Yes.
There is all kind of different communities.
And the ministries.
Today, Miss Victoria Rowell, who is sometimes star of the Young and Restless, isn't it?
That's one of my jobs. That has been one of my jobs. But most recently, A Baby for Christmas.
Yeah, and very, very recognizable face. If we had video here, as we used to have at the beginning, when the program started, you would instantly recognize that. But many people recognize the voice.
Oh, I cannot go anywhere in Jamaica. People stop me. When I was going through customs, I got hugs.
Yeah.
It's quite lovely. I still follow the protocol, let me be clear.
Yeah.
But it's lovely to get the hugs and the love. But it is a very special time of year. I'm very grateful that I'm able to be here, and that the Edna Manley College Visual and Performing Arts, which I had a lovely tour in August. This is my third trip this year. To see the dancers, to see the artists, to see the auditorium, to see the children's programs at this magnificent college. And we're collaborating on this effort. It's free to the public. We have 300 seats to fill. Bring as many people as you wish. We simply ask, it's a suggestion, it's not mandatory. Bring an unwrapped gift, new if possible, as we would like to disperse these gifts to children, the least of us, who don't have a voice, and where some of our homes are covered by the Ministry of Youth and Culture. I want to do a shout out to all the children at Glen Hope, Maxfield Park, SOS Village, the children in hospitals, the children that simply aren't placed yet. We love you, and God bless you.
Well, now, the Christmas season, like many other seasons, have been commercialized somewhat because, people are sentimental, and therefore at Valentine's, people buy gifts, they exchange gifts, Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, many times around the year in almost every culture. Christmas originally is a children's festival, because Christmas developed as a festival, even though it was commercialized and utilized even politically and religiously. The fact is, it was the birth of a child. And you know that nations in trouble always say, we are waiting for some children to be born who will rescue us. Either one child, a hero, or a generation. So it was the people of Israel were looking for this hero, Messiah, who was always known to one day he would arise. He or she, he and she. So therefore, when it happened, and it has happened more than one time, from time to time when it happens, there's a big proclamation.
Yes, it's a time of inspiration, and globally, whether it's, in Tibet, whether, I'm talking globally, we're all speaking to whatever your higher power is, not sitting here as judge or jury, but we're all looking to be inspired, especially now in the world, when the world is afire, when people by the millions are migrating from Syria and Afghanistan,
refuging,
and Africa and throughout the world, Crimea, people looking for salvation and a friendly shore and are being turned away. And we really have to look at our humanity. And people might say, well, how am I making a difference bringing a gift to Edna Manley on Saturday night at 6 p.m.? You are. You are part of the process of giving back, because you don't know if that child that receives the gift that you brought, how you might affect that child, to inspire that child, to let that child know that they're cared for. And we don't know that that child won't be a leader, might not be the next prime minister of Jamaica. We don't know that. So we must do all we can to lift up our community.
Your father was a Jamaican.
So I'm told. And I was told not that long ago. And the Institute of Jamaica, I want to thank the librarians, also the Institute of Jamaica, for working with me in my search. I have had developments since August. I got my DNA results back recently from 23andMe. It's very exciting stuff. And I have very little information, but the pieces are flowing together. I have Professor Herb Nelson in Washington, D.C. now assisting me. And dead or alive, I hope to find my father.
So he had visited America, or your mother?
He became an American citizen joining the Navy.
Yeah, during Korea War or what?
In the 50s.
Yeah, most probably
in the
Korea,
50s. Yeah. And this piece of information was disclosed to me by someone who was on the ship with him.
Yeah, but what was his family name?
Wilson.
Wilson.
And his family, some of the family was settled in Washington, D.C., but I don't have a first name.
Yeah, so the name Rowell was given to you, or is a marriage name?
Was a marriage name, exactly.
Okay.
Was given to
me. And your mother was an American from female from what part? Well, she must be a mother.
British,
female.
Irish.
Irish, yeah?
Irish, British, and
not from New England,
Norwegian.
Boston, or anywhere.
Well, her family came from these parts, and they settled in Maine. My father, in the DNA results, which I recently got back, obviously both sides of Africa and South Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, and Southeast Asia, which was Native American, which was surprising to me.
A lot of people don't know that Native American is Southeast Asian.
Is Southeast Asian.
They came through, they walked, some sailed across, but some walked through the Bering Peninsula and straight there, maybe from when it was iced over.
Precisely. I recommend 23andMe or getting your DNA. You can go as deep as you want, but I did it for the purpose of helping me close the search gap, researching my father.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to being there, and I hope you can stay after the break, because some of our callers might likely want to interact with you.
Well, I wanted to thank you for having me on. I'm on Twitter at Victoria Rowell. Please join us at Edna Manley at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Yes, we want to fill the studio, and don't forget to take your Bikram Yoga Jamaica class. And if you're wondering where it is, let me just tell you very quickly. We're at 17 Latham Avenue. Don't miss it.
She not easy, Yolanda.
She not easy.
Maybe we want to keep her here. And she can vacation.
Yeah.
She can vacation in America.
Yeah, and here's the press release. Does that say Vera? Here.
Where is it? Vera, the Vera, the M is cut off. The second name is M, but I don't know what it is, if it is Moody or what. Why? Yeah. But we'll find out the whole. We will get anybody who knows. If anybody is listening from the Edna Manley College, or from any of the sponsors of this program, could they tell us what is the name of the auditorium?
300-seat theater.
Auditorium.
At Edna Manley.
Why I ask is because I know that Vera Moody was one of the in-laws of Edna Manley, one of Norman Manley's, I think, sister. Might have been his sister.
Well, you know, I want to thank you for having me here. This has been a wonderful opportunity to talk about the children here in Jamaica, specifically in Kingston. And again, I cannot thank my sponsors enough.
What is nice, you know, the cross-fertilization of humanity, you know.
Yes.
Barack Obama's father, he came to the United States to study. And he met a lady, and you know, they got together and so on. He didn't plan it, but but life, there are no accidents or coincidences in life.
None.
And he produced a child, much as Bob Marley's European father and African mother produced. They only stayed together for a short time. Yes. And one of the greatest byproducts of it was the Bob Marley mixture of cultures and values. You are kind of product of the same kind of cross-fertilization.
Well, I thank you for saying so. I think that we all are connected, and we cause our own division. And we have to get past our differences and do more than tolerate each other. It has to be about acceptance for this world to heal.
Well, thank you very much, Victoria Rowell. You'll spend a few more minutes with us, but thank you very much for that, and thank you, Yolanda, for bringing her. And you're most welcome. We'll go for a break straight up, and the callers may interact with you for the next 15 minutes or so. Straight up. We still have Miss Victoria Rowell here. And in the next few minutes, you can, if you want to interact with her. And I brought her in early with Ross Cody, but them have to wait a while. I just wanted them to meet Miss Victoria Rowell, the daughter of the only surviving whaler, once known as Sensilov, now Bavati. I'm going to hear from her more at 11 o'clock. Don't you can stay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. And so I was glad that you were able to meet Miss Rowell.
May I make a quick correction?
Yeah.
Yes, and I apologize. Please accept my apologies.
Not your fault.
But I do want to say, A Baby for Christmas, free screening at Edna Manley College tomorrow, Saturday, December 19th, in the Vera Moody Concert Hall. So that's the Vera Moody Concert Hall.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing everyone there.
All right. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get to the phone and see. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Hi. Good morning, Jerry.
Well, I know it to do you because you always win the prize. Yes. Good morning, ma'am.
Listen, I'm so glad I got you.
Yeah.
You know, I heard you speaking with Professor Shepard about the Zong massacre.
Yeah.
And that Hampton girls had gone on board to hype up this thing a little bit more.
Yes.
I just wondered, you know, a lot of your callers, your listeners don't call, but they listen specifically for the general knowledge and the history. And brings, right? I was wondering if your station couldn't sponsor outside broadcast.
Couldn't sponsor what?
Sponsor you to do an outside broadcast.
You mean down in Black River? In Black River?
Yes.
I was thinking of it. It's a short time though. It's just 2 working days.
Oh.
But next time, keep on top of it as usual, because that's the way we need to go.
Yes, I thought that would have been very good, and I'm enjoying the history.
Yes.
The general knowledge as usual. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
And you say we have to bring you on for another promo. That was the 1st of December 2011.
Okay.
Yes. And 2 days before, somebody was telling me, see the lady, you talk about the lady nice, but see she have your character, you old wild animal. I said, look here, eat out your heart because she loves me.
Yes, because we want them to do better every day.
I did not know that this tape existed. It's 2 nights later, checking out on the 1st anniversary, I heard it. And when I hear you say, we love you, I said, kiss me neck. 2 days ago, I tell the guy, say you love me, and then I find out the proof of it. And I never knew of it,
I was surprised. I was wondering if it was me.
Well, all right. I know the love is, it might not be as strong as that time, but we have no grounds for divorce.
No, and I think all your listeners really love you for what you bring.
There's
no doubt about that.
You have to exempt Wilson and Liz out of that. They don't love you so much.
No, they love you because, you see, they keep coming back.
All right.
It's a love-hate, but more love.
All right. Thank you very much, yeah?
Yeah, and thank you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Next call, please. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Next one, please. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning, Jerry. How you doing, my brother?
Welcome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Drag on.
Me there, my friend. No, you see that lady that just that lovely, wonderful sounding voice?
Yes.
Boy, she can come from all that promo them, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and she talk with a lot of respect and sense, you know.
Yes.
And we all can learn from those people.
Yeah, and she coach me. You know, so she coach me.
There you go.
Thank you.
Man. Welcome to your guest. Big up yourselves and thank you for the enlightenment and the things that you're speaking on.
Yeah, man. Maybe you can reach down to Edna Manley College tomorrow and take in that film about a baby for Christmas, and you can bring a toy. I know you're a person to charity all the while.
What time is it?
It's a comedy. It's at 6 o'clock at the Vera Moody Auditorium at the Edna Manley College. Plenty of parking. And it's a comedy. It's a family. It's about, complexities of family. Conflict resolution.
And anything to do with comedy, you know. A belly full of laughs is always the best thing for anyone at all. Even when you're having a great day, you'll have a greater day.
Exactly.
You know.
All right.
It's wonderful to hear people like you coming on and trying to spread the joy, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, here, Sarge.
Yeah, and thank you very much to Jerry for the enlightenment with Professor Vereen Shepherd.
Yeah, man.
And the India, because you know we're Indian.
Yes. This brother is on our Jamaican Indian.
I don't know a lot about Indian. You were teaching me some things and telling me some things.
Yeah, man. If you ever,
I don't got the music then, you know.
Yeah, if you ever know how them rob Indian build up England.
There you go.
And me I tell you, man, almost as much, probably equal to Africa. But
sir,
thank you very much, yes, sir.
Continue to educate. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Next one, please. Good morning. Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome, sir.
Yes. I'd like to find out from your guest, by the way, welcome to your guest.
Thank you.
How are they categorized in the United States? Let's say African American or black?
Either.
Either. Because you have a lot of people who look like you in Jamaica who don't consider themselves African or black.
Oh, not it's many places who believe this, including the United States. And back in the day, it was called passing. But I am very attached to my African root. And understand that I have relatives here. I have relatives in Russia. We were sprinkled throughout the globe for servitude. And I'm very attached to my African root. I don't deny my mother's race of British Irish. She did the best she could, and I'm happily embracing now a new part of my ethnicity, which is Southeast Asian Native American, according to the DNA results. So I have multiple ethnicities, but I identify as black.
Yes, and so do are most Jamaicans.
Yeah.
The first slaves here that the British brought were Irish.
Mm-hmm.
And
hello, sir. Hold on. One
Irish names.
1 minute, sir.
They still have the Irish features on their face, although they might be even blue-black.
Yeah, 1 minute, sir. The first prisoners, no slaves was in Africa. The first prisoners were black.
The kidnapped.
Yeah, they're kidnapped.
Thank you.
They came with Columbus.
Yeah, but they weren't slaves, you know. They were prisoners. And then they were enslaved once they were sold there. But we're not splitting hairs, but you know.
Yeah, and remember Cromwell. Cromwell destroyed Ireland and brought Irish children here, killed the parents.
And let us remember that I believe the Chinese, not only here but abroad, had to work, for 6-7 years. As indentured servants to win their freedom. And this was children, too, up until the age of 6. So this is an extraordinary account of enslavement.
This is how Europe was enriched. Not Europe. Hold on.
No,
hello.
familiar with the African ground.
Hello, sir. We don't have much more time. But as I was saying, this is how
in New York,
listen.
slaves came from the Caribbean, and they were children, and they were deformed by the overworld.
Yeah, we have to go now because we have to take one more call.
We have to come back. Sir.
Yeah, we have to come back.
Yes.
And this is how Europe, not the Europeans, generally, but this is how the nobility and rich people of Europe were enriched. And the poor people of Europe, they were enslaved just as much as the black people. Serfdom and feudalism. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello, next one.
Good morning, Bongo, to you, I guess.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Good morning.
Much I squeeze on the fast since you're so news.
Yeah, man.
I realized in doing some research how politicians, the art of how them communicate, they speak in double speak and innuendos.
Yes.
And what I want to tell the listeners is that what they do like that so they can have deniability.
Yes.
So there are two lies.
Yes.
There's lie by commission and lie by omission.
Yes.
So what they will do, you would say, boy, I go to John shop.
Yeah.
And then you go in a mirror shop, so you lie because you commit yourself.
Yes.
But you could also say, I go to John shop, but you don't say I go to John shop to meet Mary or meet to say that.
Yes.
So you realize that that's how them operate and how them talk.
Yeah.
Right? I think people should kind of pick up and look for all these double speaks and these just the format of them talk, and the people can get more wise and knowledgeable.
Yeah, 1 minute. You're speaking from Jamaica?
It's me now, it's Aitana.
Yes, okay. But here the next thing. Just as you say, so it was that Dwayne Vaz after him incite period, after he was inciting people to gang action, him say, I apologize if people misinterpret me. In other words, he's apologizing for their he's not really apologizing for anything. He's claiming that he's apologizing for people misinterpreting him. And I'm sorry for them. And him say if them misinterpret him, I'm sorry for them. Just like how somebody might say, if you mash my bicycle out a little while, if I come out there and find time I mash my bicycle, I'm sorry for you,
Yeah,
so
you're right.
It's an apology that is really a threat.
Yeah, man, so basically I say, if you feel offended or if you take offense for what I'm sorry. That's not an apology.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. 11 a.m. headline news. Straight up.
So I yell to Lambada, the fire burning, it's hotter and hotter. I will say, listen up, open up your ears. Check in that one, yeah. Oh, Sub Nation. Yeah. There will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is seated at that conference table. There will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is greeted and Jay is seated. United Nations, G20, NATO, it's a fleeting illusion you see. Came from the past with their same old games, killing off the sheep whilst the slaughterhouses released. Oh no, there will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is seated at that conference table. There will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is greeted and Jay is seated. They're saying hell's low, I'm saying heaven's high. Black snail in the box, white's in the outline. Heavenly foods for earthly beings. Still one earthly dollar just can't be seen. Oh no, there will never be any peace. So no, not until Jay is seated at that conference table. There will never be any peace, so no, not until Jay is seated at that conference table. Ain't no rhyme, Jack gave you reasons. When will they ever stop? Whoa, yeah.
Yes, little more peace and Lambada. I love the music, I love the rhythm, I really love the whole light. Well, we're into the third hour of the program, and we have here Miss Bhavati, right? She's formerly Sensi Love, and she's a second generation way lifer. Your brother have a group name what?
The Tough Gang.
Tough Gang, yeah. Doing great. And we'll soon come back to her, but we're going to start with Ras Cody. Matter of fact, we're going to start with some text messages. And we have some lovely ladies from the Institute of Jamaica going to tell us about their event tomorrow. First one. Hi Jerry Small. A scammer sent me a fake message pretending that they sent me money by mistake, but it's a lie. Beware of them. Thank you very much for warning. Next one. Good day, Jerry. What a thing with James Robertson, frontman out of St. Thomas, will get catch. I try carry back him Uzi to Haiti, traveling by sea. Then who tell us it's James Robertson, frontman? We don't have any information about that. Don't have any information about that, and we have none about that. So now, when you're sending text messages and when you want to talk about that topic, don't try to do it in a way that will get us implicated in slander and libel and that kind of thing. You send information in a way, you understand me? Next one. You sound like a tin pot dictator sometime. When you go home, Sandra will fix your business. You have the music there? The Sparrow? Yeah, this person now. My wife named Sandra, you know. You hear me now? It's most a man. I don't think it could be a lady. You sound like a tin pot dictator sometime. When you go home, Sandra will fix your business. I go here, France. Sparrow did sing our music.
Torment and misery. Without you my life is too hard. Night and day I'm sad. Sandra Honey Bunch, I miss you too bad. Sandra, where are you tonight I wonder. Sandra, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Sandra, nobody can love you stronger.
That's what them imagine, you know. But one thing you're right about, when you go home, Sandra will fix your business. And you don't have nobody to fix your business. Make we hear from singing Sandra, a little bit. Singing Sandra. Well, thank you very much for that little, here we get back to it, you know. Yes. So good morning, Jerry. When I stop, look and listen to all the happenings around me, I think that their own people will just do about anything to keep them massive in slavery in a 21st century style. Absolute gut-wrenching. That tried good robbing coming from Shorten Street. Sweet. Thank you very much. Next one. Jerry, is it true that the SUV that drove into St. Thomas Sea is registered in James Roberts' name? I don't know. I didn't even know any such incident. Next one. Morning, Mr. Small. Luciano did a remake of the song Only a Fool. It's a good cover and you can find it on YouTube. Thank you very much. Now somebody sent in the identity that I was hoping for. Them said that the music when named The Fool has said in his heart that there is no God. It's Valerie Simpson sing it. I'm so glad. You know how many years may I wait for this man. Thank you very much. Alright, we have some vital. Please remind me to announce this here, please. Please remind me to announce this thing here, please. Yes. Next one. Mr. Small, the police girl that work at Montego Bay. Well, alright, we don't really practice to call ladies girl, no matter what them do. Don't really practice it, but I'm reading what you write. The police girl that work at Montego Bay Station who denied Maria Dean from getting bail and make the youth lose his life. Is she still a member of the Constabulary Force? I hope she's not. Next one. Jerry, it is Xmas now. Can you be a jolly good fellow and let us enjoy the festive season and tone down the rhetorics for a couple of days? Rhetorics. A rhetoric, them want to say no.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a crime for mispronounce words still.
Yes.
But they are trying to speak, it's spooky. You know when people can spoke?
Yes.
When people over spoke and all that kind of way. That's the only reason why I'm point out. It's not a crime for mispronounce. It's not our language. English is not our first language, so it's not a crime. But it is ridiculous sometimes. Hello, ma'am?
It's not.
Jerry, it is Xmas now. Can you be a jolly good fellow and let us enjoy the festive season and tone down the rhetorics for a couple of days? Alright, we'll try. Tone down the rhetorics. In Cody. Rhetorics. Alright, it's nice. It's not our language. I'm not mocking your text. It's not no mockery, right? But we have to enjoy. We have to enjoy thing. Alright. Rasco, they have a little announcement to make and then we come to the lovely ladies at the Institute and then Batavi. Rasco, where is it? What's happening? Yeah. Tell us straight and quick.
First let me say, give thanks unto Joseph Robin. You know, he's really an asset to the University of the West Indies and an asset to the News Talks straight up station also, right? But I say that still, when one is trying to educate the needy, eventually is disarming the greedy, you know. But basically what I'm here to say, we intend to have a reason at Scotch Pass on the 20th Sunday coming, starting at 12 o'clock until 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
What you having at Scotts Pass?
Reasoning.
Reasoning, okay. And what's the topic of the reasoning?
We will be having a medical fair on the 26th.
Okay, a medical fair to benefit especially the elders and the
matriarchs and patriarchs
in the Rastafari community.
Girls and boys, everyone, you know.
Okay.
So we'll be having the ophthalmologist and dental doctor and gynecologist and so on.
Yeah, dietitian.
Yeah. So we'd like you people to be there. And the reason also is dealing with the 7th of January.
Okay, Ethiopian Christmas.
Which we call Ethiopian Christmas.
Okay.
You know.
So that's Sunday coming the 20th?
20th, the reason will start at 12 o'clock.
Midday
until 4 o'clock.
Okay, and that will be about preparing for the next week, 26th.
26th.
Which is the actual health fair.
Which is the health fair.
And that's at Scott Pass, Clarendon. Near to Berrydale.
True.
Near to Clarendon Park.
Yeah. Nyabingi headquarters.
Yeah, man.
And you'll be hearing the voice of Nyabingi. So please be there. Thank Mr. Swan.
Well, thank you very much, Rascody. Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Life be with you.
I wanted to give way to the ladies of the Institute of Jamaica. First one. Both are you not going to talk?
Yes, both of us will.
All right. Thank you very much for having been here in the first place. How are you doing, ma'am?
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, Jerry.
My pleasure. That's the voice of who introduced herself, please.
Yes, hello Jamaica. This is Josette Ricketts Blake, Public Relations Officer at the Institute of Jamaica.
And I'm Claire Clark. I am the co-chair for the event that we are going to have tomorrow. We'll tell you some more about it.
Okay. Yeah, tell us about it, please.
Well, persons, let me just say, for starters, there's a need for our children to be more involved with our cultural heritage, you know, locally. So many of our children don't know, you know, Jankuno. They've never experienced this tradition, you know, and what I'm here to speak about is our inaugural cultural blast from the past event that will be taking place. Yes, people, one day to go. It's tomorrow. And it's an initiative of the IOJ, the Institute of Jamaica. Where will this be? Well, I'm inviting you all. You know, this street is to serve the communities that are, you know, surrounding the Institute of Jamaica. And it will be held at the Miles Fletcher Car Park at the corner of East and Barry Streets. So Claire, just tell us some more about the event.
Well, the event is as Josette says, it's a cultural event, and we'll be fetting the children. We'll be having face painting. We'll be having rides that the children can enjoy. We'll be doing tours of what the Institute of Jamaica is all about, and so they'll be able to view the tours of the Institute of Jamaica free of cost. We'll be feeding them because we're feeding the children. We'll be having games, and we'll be having grab bags, whatever you have, but it is going to take a cultural background. It's not going to be one of the regular treats where you see they feed the children with a lot of sweets and then they don't know anything about their culture. We're going to be looking at our culture, as Josette says. We'll be having drunkenu, and we can remember in our time how afraid we were of drunkenu. So they'll be coming and they'll be entertaining. We'll be having perhaps some drumming as well. So you just have to be there, have to come tomorrow the 19th at 10 to 4 o'clock.
All right.
That's right.
Well, also, there's something else. Tomorrow, I want to remind you, I need to hear from Mr. Clive Dunn, because they're going to be a truck fest in the night. I have to space up my time, you know. I'm going to go to this here. What time is that?
This is 10 a.m. between 10 and 4.
All right. Then now in the afternoon, now in the evening, I'm going to go to, well, I'm not going to go nowhere, but I want you to go. I want to go to the Institute of Jamaica to this what you call it again?
Cultural blast from the past. Persons, I want you to be a part of this rich experience. For those who have never been to the Institute of Jamaica, for those who don't know what we're all about, we have several lovely displays of our cultural heritage. When I speak about our Taino exhibit, we have the Rastafari exhibit. We recently opened the Jamaica Music Museum for those who have missed it on December 5, but it is open for free on Saturday, so persons can come in and see the likes of, Ernest Smith's guitar that was recently donated to the Institute. We have so many things happening on Saturday, so that will be happening. We also talk about our Uprising exhibit that is happening now at the Institute. So many activities. Those will be neatly packed in our exhibition tours. So once the children come, we will be having the rides, we'll be having face painting. Our MC, the very own, Mikhail Drama Johns from Newstalk is our MC. So you guys don't want to miss this, right? So persons, and we have to say big up. Thank you to our sponsors. Persons, this event is free of cost. Admission is free, refreshment is free. Our sponsors, our lovely sponsors, have taken care of the expenses, and we'll just go right into them.
We have Victoria Mutual Building Society, thank you. Myers Fletcher and Gordon, Port Authority of Jamaica, Panjam, Fidelity Motors, National Commercial Bank, JP Foods, Crazy James, DC Stationery Depot Limited, Scotia Bank, Sweet Calabash, and Grace Kennedy. And just to say that we also have open as one of our tours, Orchids of Paradise, and that too will be in the package. So we want to say really thank you to our sponsors. They have really been the backbone behind this with the Institute of Jamaica, and we want to also say thanks to our executive director and the divisions that really and truly gave us this drive to go out and to fet our communities.
Well, thank you very much.
Jerry, how can we forget to say thank you for having us?
That's my pleasure.
Yes,
Newstalk has always supported the Institute of Jamaica, and I just want to tell Jamaica and the world, big up Jerry Small,
yes.
Because he's a person who supports culture, and for those who are listening to the program, don't stop, invite a friend and join the discussion.
All right, thank you very much for having been here.
Thank you too, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
See you. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
One more thing we want to talk about is Kumi, the Committee for the Upliftment of Mentally Ill, and Calvary Baptist Church in collaboration with the Spinal Mission Group USA present a free 2-day clinic for back pains and aches chiropractor services to the public. Now, Kumi is primarily in Montego Bay, CUMI, Committee for the Upliftment of Mentally Ill, primarily in Montego Bay. And on December 29th and 30th, a free community service offered by Doctors of Spinal Mission USA team at Calvary Baptist Church Education Center, Coronalde Avenue, Montego Bay, St. James, from 9 in the morning till 3 p.m. both days, 29th of December and 30th. I think that will be a Wednesday and a Thursday. Now registration starts at 8 a.m. The team of doctors has been visiting Jamaica for the past 30 years to offer their professional care and services free to citizens. Chiropractor services can be very expensive, and this is your opportunity to get this specialized attention for your aches and pains free. And we're going to be reading back this one, to read this back again a couple more times before the 29th and 30th of December. People getting a free 2-day clinic for back pains and aches in Montego Bay at the Calvary Baptist Education Center, Coronalde Avenue, Montego Bay. Well, we welcome here now as she change her seat and come over our young artist and one of the second generation of the Whalers family, Miss Batavi, Bavati, once known as Sense Love. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man, you're so welcome. When next will you be performing in Jamaica?
Well, I have a surprise.
Oh yeah?
It won't be pleasant for some people.
Yeah.
But it's the truth, it's what's going on, and I think that this program is the perfect opportunity to break this news to Jamaica. I love you, Jamaica, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I have retired from the reggae music business.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Well, this is the second surprise, either this week or this month.
Really?
And,
what was the first one?
Well, Miss Hall, Marian Hall.
Oh.
Evangelist is now Evangelist Hall.
Whoa!
You know who we're talking.
I know exactly who Marianne Hall is. Actually,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about her lately, like a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. And to be honest, my work is also spiritual.
Yeah.
Yes. But I call myself an alchemist.
Yeah.
Alchemy.
Yeah.
The science of alchemy originated in Kemet.
Yeah.
Right. And alchemy is on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
It's developing from a lower level of anything
Yeah.
to a higher level of it. So
Yeah.
on a physical level, they always say it's turning lead into gold.
Turning a base metal into a precious
into
metal.
a precious metal. So turning something that is rugged, maybe not so, just like how diamonds come from coal.
Out of the rough, yeah.
Right? So I actually produce products. I produce skincare products from herbs, oils, botanicals, natural. Everything is 100% natural. I also produce healing products for the internal, for anti-aging, for different diseases or imbalances in the body, for the reproductive system, for the sexual organs, for my first breakthrough in the market was with eczema products, and I also used to produce ganja oil.
Yeah, but
that was
before you
for
go
pain.
further,
Mhm.
you see this calling and this profession as being not compatible with the reggae music industry, or you do have the time?
Well, to be honest, the reggae music business was taxing to me spiritually, physically, and mentally. The misogyny in the business, it just wasn't worth it to me to be going against the grain, having to deal with the mentality of the men, right? And
Especially in relationship to the women.
especially, and it's so funny because you would think that, okay, you have men and you have women, and the men would support the women because the queen should be beside the king. But it's like a cutthroat thing where the woman, because it's so limited for them, because they get such a fight, the women kind of fight each other, and then the men are fighting the women, so the women have a double fight. And for me, it wasn't worth it, right? Because I'm sacrificing so much for what? The work that I do now, I've never been disrespected. People, my customers and my clients, they're always satisfied and happy. I also do lifestyle programs.
All right, can you come back after the break and you tell us?
I could definitely do
five
that.
minutes. But we need a longer
Interview.
time
Yeah, we definitely need a.
But this is
a
just
day.
an introduction. Let's go for a break.
Thank
Straight
you.
up, yes. The former Sensei Love recording artist, and she's also one of the second generation Whalers family, being the daughter of the only surviving Whaler, Bunny Whaler. And she's a brother of the young Whaler who
sister of.
She's a sister. Thank you very much.
Asada Naki.
Yes, and he leads a group called
The
Tough
Tough
Gang.
Mhm.
Put on some good entertainment. They were here with us recently.
Yes.
Didn't you once perform out at Wikiwaki?
Yes, and it's funny you say that, because this Saturday, Saturday the 26th, there will be an event at Wikiwaki, The Vibes is Right.
Yeah.
And Palace Garden Organics, that's my company, will be there. We'll be setting up there, and we'll be launching a few new products. We have a chocolate that is sugar-free. It's delicious, it's sweet, but it's no sugar in there, so it's really good for, any imbalance, especially people who are diabetic who want something sweet. And then the chocolate is medicinal. We have a lot of information on that. And we have body care
what
products.
date is that?
It'll be the 26th.
Of December?
Yes, Boxing Day.
At
At Wikiwaki, yes.
What time?
It starts at 9, but it's not a live concert. It's actually a dance party.
Okay.
Right? So it's a Christmas celebration on Boxing Day. We'll also have our soaps. I produce some very high quality soaps, and they're really big bars. And a few other products for skin, for internal,
so
external.
people who want to exchange present, not exchange like
Yes,
swap one,
it's a-
but people want to give present. These are ideal, wholesome presents.
Definitely.
that you can-
We also do gift packages.
Oh, yeah.
So you can put together your own customized gift package if you want 2 bars of, cool cucumber soap, or you want cinnamon love soap, or if you want some dance chocolate in there, it's up to you. You can customize it. We have our own packages that we put together as well, but if you want to customize and have one big package, we also do that for all special occasions, or if you just have a birthday coming up, or you just want to give somebody something nice, we can put that together for you as
By the
well.
way, you grew up in America?
Yes, actually, I grew up here and in America, half and half. I migrated. I used to go to Meadowbrook High School, and I migrated after second farm. I went to a performing arts high school in Atlanta for 4 years, and then I went to Georgia State University before entering. I studied Portuguese.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. But I dropped out after 3 years. I didn't complete my degree.
You're still conversant to the language?
Un pouco, muito pouco.
You ever been to Brazil?
I was supposed to go there for an exchange student program, but it segued into music right around that same time.
Yeah. So your mother is African American?
My mother is Sequoia. She's a fashion designer. She used to design here in Jamaica. She designs Afrocentric clothing at International. She's from Grenada, actually. Yeah, but she also grew up in New York, and that's where she launched her designing career in New York.
Yeah. What was our family name in Grenada?
David and Joseph, the Joseph family and the David family.
I know those are popular names in Grenada.
Yes.
All right, so we can look forward to hear more from you, and you
Definitely.
can come and visit us.
Yes, definitely. You should have me back, because we have a lot to talk about. It's a lot of healing that the people need, and I am open and willing to share the knowledge that I have. And Jamaica has so many wonderful herbs and oils and botanicals and bush.
Were it not for the fact that that you are appearing at and presenting at the at presenting at the Wiki Waki on the 26th, we would have invited you to come there. Asta Blacker's proposed a discussion of Rastafari business interests and enterprises down in a compound town on that day. If you have your own transport, you would be able to leave down there even at 3 o'clock in the afternoon after almost full day session and reach.
It's an afternoon. It's an early
from
event.
From 10 o'clock in the morning. But it's kind of a bit.
It's kind of tight.
Now that you would put it on something, it's
a little tight.
But as you see, little by little, the younger generations and even some of the older generations of the African community, the Rastafari community, the indigenous community, are getting themselves organized in business, economics, health care, all these kind of things.
And the indigenous community, I am so happy and proud of that, because the indigenous wisdom that we have in Jamaica is indispensable. It's not like African. It's different. It's unique, and we have so much. We have so much here in Jamaica. We have so many endemic plants. We really need to take advantage of them, because other people are, people in Europe, they know about our moringa, and they know about our guinea hen weed, and they know about all the things that some of us take for granted. Susumba, so many things. So we need to actually capitalize off of the things that we have. So I'm very happy with the positive changes that are being made, and I'm happy to be a part of it as well.
Thank you very much, Bavati.
Thank you so much for having me.
Keep in touch. Thank you very much. We have some text messages here, and we will continue. Jerry, your brethren say how him for name Oral and about 69. All you pray that thought there. Your brethren say how him for name Oral. You mean Oral Tracy? Oral Tracy. Yeah, words have many meanings, and it's not always the meaning that come to your mind. So when you can't live with the name, me name Robin, and you have female name Robin, although them spell R-O-B-Y-N. And you have a man named Robin who used to joke down some unlawful people and take with them things and share amongst the poor. At the same time, people say, oh, you forgot, you know, for name Robin, because Robin was a white man. And they have cock robbing all them kind of way, all kind of things. So me not make them think trouble me. And this is English name. And see there, she changed her name from the English name to Senselov and then she move on to Bhavati.
Yes.
You can't stop her. You can't hold her. Yes, I realize. So Small, do you think the LGBT community will get legalized in Jamaica, including same-sex marriage? You think the PNP will legalize it? Well, I think the leadership of the PNP have plans to do that, the same-sex marriage. But LGBT is not illegal in Jamaica. Being a gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transvestite is not illegal in Jamaica. It's only that buggery, inserting the intake into the exhaust is illegal in Jamaica, although it's not my business. But I think the government leadership planning to do it. Like they make a deal with them like what Obama might make. Next one, Jerry, I think the artist is Shirley Caesar. The fool said in his heart. Did we find that music? Alright, try Shirley Caesar for me, please. Wayne in New York suggesting that it might be Shirley Caesar. Next one, good. Thank you very much, Wayne. Next one, good morning, Jerry. This Eastman, a suggestion to Sidoni, the sister in UWI. Oh, Sidoni, Ariane. If she can set up a bank account so we can deposit the money in it, bless. I hope she's listening. And have that, this is the Rastafari sister who was hit down by a hit-and-run driver, suffered spinal damage. Next one. Good morning, Jerry. Wilson a real dopey pig in a promo. Him sass the PNP leader and tell you to stop call people name. Next one. The church leaders that fighting Rasta locks must step aside for a what? Okay, I'll make all this. Next one. Jerry, how come Rasta want to identify with Ethiopia? The Ethiopians have curly hair, straight nose like the East Indians. Have you ever been to Ethiopia? You're talking about how Ethiopians say. Have you been to Ethiopia? And do all Ethiopians have curly hair and straight nose? And are all Ethiopians the same? No, all Ethiopians are not the same. There's a variety of looking people in Ethiopia, just as wide as in Jamaica. Next one. If it should not the system deal with a Rasta case, because island wide to this day they're facing pressure for our own roots. Language not so plain and straight, but I get your drift. Next one. Jerry, are you for GLP or PNP? Michael from Kingston. I'm neither for GLP or PNP. Neither. I'm for neither. Next one. I send you a text at least once per week so that you can say when last time you read a text from me. Ross Iban. Next one. Jerry, you have any of the Capture Land tour ticket? I would love one from Angel. Capture Land tour. I think that must be what, Chronics? No, I don't have any of those tickets yet. Maybe to come. When is that event? Is that event this weekend or further? Tonight? Oh no, I don't have any of them. Next one. I love Sandra more than you, Jerry. Well, that's all you can do. So go and do what you can do. Next one. Jerry, how come you are elevating Rasta? Is Bob Marley sanitized Rasta? Well, up to now, your brain not sanitized yet. Bob Marley was a child of Rasta. And Rasta never need no sanitization. Bob Marley amplified certain things. Yes, we are able to amplify certain things. And we get that work for do. Haile Selassie talk some word. Marcus Garvey talk some word. Bob Marley amplified. And that's a job. That's a great job. And we are all equals. We are all equals. Just before we get back to the phone, we have had so many great guests today that the phone is limited again. But this is what it happens down to the end of a period. You know. The end of the period is the end of the year. And at ends of periods, end of week, end of month, end of year, end of century, end of decade, you find things get a little bit hectic. Alright, but just before we get back to the phone, I'm going to tell you about the Truck Fest. The Truck Fest. No Limit LIQ. No Limit LIG. LIG mean what? No Minute Truck Fest. LIG Truck Fest and Family Fun Day. No limit. Off Mandela, just at about 6 miles. Planting Heights. The Plantation Heights entrance. You know the entrance to Plantation Heights. Out before you reach out of Ferry between 6 Mile and Ferry there. December 19th, that's tomorrow at 12 noon. $1,500 at the gate for adults. $500 for children. And $1,000 for early bird ticket. If you come early, you get it for $1,000 instead of $1,500. Hosted by Nikki Z or Nikki Z. Live performances by Bounty Killer, Sizzla Kalonji, and Christopher Martin. over 2 million in cash and prizes to be won. That's a truck fest where the truckers them get and have them family fun day. No limit truck fest. I think it's out of Pigo's place. I think a Pigo's place, you know. Mandela Heights entrance, just out past 6 Mile, between 6 Mile and Ferry. 12 noon tomorrow. 1,500 a gate for adults, but if you go early, you buy early, you get $1,000 ticket, 500 for children. Hosted by Nicky Z. Live performances by Bounty Killer, Sizzla Kalonji, Christopher Martin. Over $2 million in cash and prizes to be done. To be won. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. Hello. Welcome. Are you there?
Yeah, Bongo, Jerry.
Yes, man. Where are you going?
I'm there. Watch the things are going and that.
Yeah.
There are some people in Jamaica, you know.
Yeah.
Them talk about Rasta this and Rasta. Them just say Rasta win on the highway.
Yeah. They're on the podium.
Them just say Rasta win.
Yes, sir.
Where I come from out in the dirty trenches.
Yes.
A trench town and Bakawal.
Yeah.
And Rasta the on a pedestal now. Without tell them it's a long time, no use salt.
Yes.
Herbs good for you.
Yeah, and the Bureau's healthy lifestyle.
Yo, and them come teeth everything now, you know. A Rastafari come and say, I and I.
Yeah.
You know, and we see the whole international, global business, them take it up and run down with it, and them have iPad and them have hide music and them have hide this and them have hide that. And it's Rastafari come on here with that.
Yeah.
So when them attack and talk about Rasta this and Rasta that, Rasta win long time, the miles be ahead of them. The only thing left Rasta do now is take over the government of this country, you know. Hail Bongo Jerry, bless up.
And thank you very much, yeah? Thank you very much. Yes, we read that one from Kumi. And we're going to keep reading it until 28th and the 29th. Next call, please. Good morning. Welcome straight up.
Judgment.
Yes, I are going.
Sandra.
Yeah.
Who do I talk about?
No, Sandra.
No, listen. But the brothers are tell about Trenchtown and Bakawal, they used to the pan.
Yeah.
The dump.
Yes.
Dump of Bakawal. When nearly Kubwa. Anyway, watch this now.
Yeah.
I've never lived in Sandata, you don't talk to?
Yeah, man, she just stepped through it with her.
Hello. Lady, sir?
Yes, two, yes.
All right.
Marian Hall, yes.
Hold on. You remember when in Stone Bunny?
Yes. Yes, I was there.
American, them licking his back here?
Yeah, I was Sting, them Shandy must Sting.
All right.
1990 Sting. At
yeah,
Arena.
All them there. With them there.
With them there.
You see, them not understand.
What them feel like? What them feel like?
All right. There was a lady on TV there with Neville.
Neville, yeah, Neville Bell.
All right. Oh, we Bell brother and the rest of them.
Yes, man.
Okay. She left the station. I believe she look up on the beauty queen thing too.
Yeah. Yes.
She left the station and she turned Christian.
I know Yendi, who?
Yeah, Yendi me at all.
Yeah, Yendi Christianized, eh?
Well, I know.
I saw for Christian long time.
Well, I know. Name is On. With it there. And 93 too.
Yeah, man, On, yes, man, beautiful.
All right. She and Yendi turned Christian same time.
Yeah.
Now me say me no turn Carneal.
No.
And all right. I'm glad how you play the music. Say it with music because I want you to like you see all them text message.
Yes.
Put the whole of them together and go home and laugh. You know what I say? Because all of them, you're not getting on
Kiki. Hold on, I get correction. It's not Yendi Christianized, it's Kiki.
Who?
Kiki. Yeah.
Okay.
Kiki, the one that was on with Neville Bell name on it.
So hold on now.
Yeah.
There was some singers with Bob.
Yeah.
One of them did leave when our son getting up for problem and come back to Jamaica and turn Christian.
Yes.
You know what happened?
Judean thing.
Hold on now. You're born Christian?
No, when you're born again.
You're born, hold on little, because you want to know. I'm going to ask you this, you play music hard, I'm going to ask you this question.
We have 30 seconds.
Hold on now. What is the difference between you? You ain't going to get no peace until God is at the conference table and war.
Yes.
What is the difference between it and war?
Yes.
You understand it?
Yes, sir.
You all right, Jerry?
Thank you very much, very much.
Easy.
Sir. All right. Next one, please. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Small.
Morning, ma'am. You're here. Promote me.
Yes, sir. I am out for a couple weeks, so may we have a little time with you.
Yeah.
Mr. Small,
Yeah.
this children business and punishing, you see, sir?
Yeah.
It's not like one time we have teacher in the school who slap a child. It is different between a slap and brutality and revenge.
Yeah.
Sending on the child for 2 or 3 weeks still don't cure it, because when you send him home now, the child don't have somebody at home who can core them, say this is wrong or this is right.
No.
What I will do, keep that child in the class. That child turn their back, put him in a way where he can see the blackboard, and let him turn him back to the rest of students them. If in case him want a lunch, somebody go and buy it. If he's going to the bathroom, yes, he go to the bathroom and come back and sit down. No talking, no communication with no one. If it's for 2 weeks or 1 week.
Yeah.
There is many ways you can punish child, because now plenty people say they don't want nobody lick them pitney. Why? Because they have problem at home or having a problem. They don't know how to come to work and so happy like they never happy before. Them throw it out on the child.
Yeah.
And there is no way a child can into a class telling a teacher bad, I don't say that child do it, telling a teacher bad word, cursing bad word on the compound, behave certain way on the compound, and you as an adult cannot say nothing or do nothing. You know the reason why, sir? The parents, them when they talk to the pitney, them then tell them bad word.
Yeah.
And the child, they are not properly, these last days, drop at home. Work, take up the time to. I am working, Mr. Small. You are working. The person who the both of us get to look after our child, they are not in a position can do what you would do and me would do.
Oh, I just get you. I have to go now. But what? I just get you. Because Sister Portia working. That's why. Hold on, you don't hear what I say. Because Sister Portia working. That's why our picnic them are misbehave, sir. Thank you very much. Hear, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Call you again.
I understand you. Next one. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello? Not there? Okay. All right. I want, in the meantime, we have enough time to take a couple more phone calls, but in the meantime, I want to thank this lady for writing down her name here, and for helping us out after Monique went, and all of the different events that taking place. Let us support them as far as we can, and let the economy go round and round, because that is what happens, you know. When you earn, thank you very much, and when you support back another person and take back some products from them, and the dollar keep going round and round, and we keep exchanging products and services, serving one another, you're getting more and more without with the same amount of money in circulation. The money is just a symbol of service and like a certificate. So I want to thank my producer Tanya Richards, production assistants Monique Edwards and Saskia Forbes, and our broadcast technician Yahen Stewart. But we're going to take another call. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello? Next one, not there? Alright. Well, anyway, we know that this evening, it started already. Bring back the love to the Papi youths is going on right now, and it's going to go right through the evening. And all the thing are going on tomorrow. Good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. Hello?
Hello.
Welcome.
Just call you.
Yes, sir.
If you can't take care of your picnic, then will you let it go upon me? You alright, Jerry?
Yes, sir.
Do your father used to discipline you?
Yeah, man.
Argument done.
Yeah, but there's still better ways. Him did the best him could. And then we come and we do it better and better. So one time them would have penalized youth. One time I'll coach, I'll lick you to make bad move in a football and lick you to run right. But we passed that to coach now, lick no player again as sports people. So we learn better. But thank you very much, yes, sir?
Easy.
Yes, man. We learn better and better. People used to lick all dog, beat all dog. People get more sensible now. You don't beat dog and beat animal. People used to beat all them cow. You don't understand? Dumb things. That can't work again.
Murder-suicide in St. Catherine. Immediate past president of Bar Association Ian Wilkinson warns newly appointed lawyers not to scam their clients. JLP caretaker for Southeast St. Mary, Norman Dunn, decries distribution of Christmas work along party lines, and Ministry of Labour and Social Security encourages new pensioners to open bank accounts.